All right, everyone, re-signing, and then we'll switch it over to questions.
Well, first first and foremost, I just would like to say thank you to Mrs. Benson, Mickey Loomis, and Coach Payton for believing in me and giving me another opportunity to play football for the New Orleans Saints and play quarterback there. So it was an honor last year, and you guys believing in me to give it a go another year with such an amazing organization, Ms. Benson, that you have established, and Mickey and Sean that you have created, and you guys have given me another opportunity to be a part of that. So I'm honored to be a part of that, and I just say thank you. And I know a lot has been going on with Drew Brees retiring, someone who I admired my entire life, growing up right down the street in Birmingham, Alabama. Cheering in 2009 after all the devastating things that happened with Katrina, for this team to persevere and win that Super Bowl in '09, and watching Sean and Drew hold that Lombardi trophy, just being inspired by that my entire football career. So thank you, Drew. This still is a surreal moment for me, even to even think that you're not playing football anymore. But man, I love you, and it was a privilege to get to learn from you last year, and really just see what I've admired from afar, what was real. I'm just thankful that you showed me, how to be a NFL quarterback, man. So that was a privilege. To my teammates, thank y'all for accepting me. Yeah, I just wanted to thank my teammates for challenging me and competing with me and getting the best out of me at practice when I first came in there. And I'm just happy with the relationships that I built last year, and I'm happy to continue those. And I'm thankful for them, and I'm excited to be their teammate again this year.
Okay, at this time, we'll open it up for questions. Our first one is going to be from John DeShazer with NOLA.com.
Good morning, Jameis.
Good morning.
Jameis, what did you learn about the organization from last season that made you want to return, and how much are you looking forward to competing for the starting job?
Well, I think that's the biggest thing, is the competitiveness that this organization possesses. Everyone throughout the whole building is competing, is giving it their best, and I was challenged by that, and I admired that, and that's what I just kind of just sunk into that. That's what I'm about, competing, and this organization is just it displays that day in and day out.
Next one's from Larry Holder with The Athletic.
Hey, Jameis, appreciate you taking some time. What did you learn from Drew? I mean, we've heard for as long as he's been here, people learn under him. I mean, what did you learn? Because you're used to being the guy. I mean, you took a year to step back. What did you learn from him?
If I took a journal and jotted down everything that he did day by day, I probably would win a New York Times best-selling book. Like, I got a chance to witness, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time do him, and I think that's what I learned. I got to experience what it looked like. I've been chasing the same dream he's chased, that he's grasped, that Lombardi trophy. And when you love this game like I do, and when you're ready to work and willing to give it all you got like I do, and you see that in real life from Drew Brees, that's the easiest way to grasp something, right?
Next one's from Luke Johnson with The Advocate.
Hey, Jameis, welcome back. I think a lot of us, when we were thinking about the idea of you going into free agency, we're wondering if there's going to be another offer for you out there. would you even consider coming back here if it's going to be a competition? So I guess it's two parts here. Did you have other interests from other teams? And if you did, assuming those other teams wanted you to be their starting quarterback, why would you come back here knowing that the expectation is that you'll be competing for a starting job?
Well, because I would love to exceed that expectation. I would love to. I think an important thing is continuity. And what I saw last year is the relationship between an excellent head coach and one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time display that day in and day out. And I, like I said, I sunk into that. Like I bought into that, and that's why I enjoyed New Orleans, and I wanted to come back and compete for that. For that continuity with that coach, with these coordinators, with this team. I think that's what drew me back to New Orleans.
Next one's from Amy Just with The Advocate.
Yeah, picking off of Larry's question earlier, welcome back, by the way. You talked about Drew and how he helped you last year. What did you learn about yourself in the last year, knowing that it's been a while since you haven't been the guy, so you got to take some time to work on yourself?
Well, thank you. I think one of the biggest things that I learned about myself is the communication between my family, because me and my wife were in New Orleans, and she was pregnant at the time with the 2-year-old, and during this pandemic. So it was just us for the first time, us being married for the first time in our life, and we're going through this, us having a humbling part in our life, right? She's my high school sweetheart, so she's been through the ups and downs with me. So I think learning how to be a father and persevere during those trying times, and also grasping this excellent opportunity that was in front of me, being able to be in a building with Drew Brees and Sean Payton, and compete with great receivers like Mike Thomas, and see great competitors like Alvin Kamara and Terrence Armstead compete their butt off. I think it just gave me that football part gave me a getaway, but learning how to be a father and a man for my wife and my son was the biggest thing that I learned about myself last year, and how we will persevere no matter what. And I just, that's why that's why I'm in a good mood right now, because my trainer always said, being a good quarterback won't make you a better man, but being a better man will make you a great quarterback. So I stood by that, and I'm happy the city of New Orleans gave me that, and I was happy that they accepted me, because me and my family was in there with them.
Next one's from Amos Morale with WWL Radio.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, obviously you've touched on Drew Brees retiring. Did his decision factor in your decision to want to re-sign with the Saints at all? Or was it just more, the experience you had last year?
It was a little bit of both, man. Obviously I just respected everything. I respected Drew's time. I respected everything that he was going through. I didn't want to interrupt his process at all. And I never even asked him, where was he in his process? I just respected him, and that's it. Just like I respect this organization. It just happened that I was able to have an opportunity to play quarterback here and compete to play quarterback here, and I really like that opportunity.
Next one's from Rod Walker with The Advocate.
Hey, Jameis, welcome back. Is there any type of pressure following if you win this job, is there any pressure following a Drew Brees? And if so, how do you handle it, or just kind of what's your mindset in following a quarterback like Drew Brees?
You learn from his methods, and you be the best version of yourself. Like that's what Drew Brees would tell me. You be Jameis Winston. You don't have to be Drew Brees, right? So that's what it is. I feel that it's a tremendous amount of responsibility following up behind a guy like Drew Brees, but I embrace that. I know that that is a challenging responsibility, but I really embrace that. And I would love to carry that torch from him. I would love to be able to provide the excitement and joy and resilience that he provided for this city, just like that.
Next one's from Nick Underhill with New Orleans.football.
Hey, how would you describe this last year? Was it kind of just like a year of like evaluation, self-scouting a whole year? And, if so, is there anything about your approach that you've changed just from, being able to sit back and watch and learn?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was just being able to take in your decisions and worry about just only decisions, not really worry about the results, because I didn't have a chance to go out in the game and really throw for touchdowns and experience the excitement that comes with succeeding in football. I had to go out there and watch Drew and Taysom go out there and competitively, move the ball up and down the field. And I had to be more from a sideline perspective, focusing on the schemes, how are we attacking the team, how's the team trying to attack us. So that allowed me to just, get that side of the field as well, and be able to apply that same knowledge when I'm on the field.
Next one's from Sean Fazan with Fox 8 in New Orleans.
Hey, Jameis, just your general thoughts on being in a competition with Taysom Hill for the starting job.
I embrace every competition, and I know Taysom is a competitive guy as well, and that's why I'm gonna leave that. I'm excited to be getting back with this team and being around him, being in that room with him again, competing, challenging each other, and leading a team to where we want to be, because I know that's what we both want. We both want the Lombardi Trophy. We both want that. I think that's something that I experienced last year that will impact me forever, is being able to play in those meaningful games, being in the playoffs, competing with your teammates to a deeper level. And that's what I'm about, competing and winning games. And that's what we're going to do.
Next one's from Mike Triplett with ESPN.
Hey, Jameis, thanks for doing this. I have two for you real quick. Was there any other suitors that you seriously considered, or did you make this kind of a quick and easy process?
Man, I'm excited to be the Saints quarterback right now. That's what my focus is on right now. And I'm talking to you guys because you are the city that I'm embracing right now. So let's talk about us.
Yeah, awesome. Also, we talked last summer about a lot of changes you were making with your diet and your physical shape and the LASIK surgery and your health. I know we didn't get to see much of it on the field, but how much better do you think all of those things played into how much better you thought you were playing and feeling throughout last season?
I think, with all that stuff being done, you can't substitute a chance to be in a room with Pete Carmichael, Joe Lombardi, Drew Brees, Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian, DJ Williams. These guys, like, that was the experience of a lifetime. So a procedure, all these different type of things, I was excited to do that. I believe the LASIK was an excellent idea. I enjoy seeing things clearly, but those experiences those experience and moments are the moments that's going to help me be the quarterback that I want to be day in and day out.
Next one's from Catherine Terrell with The Athletic.
Hey, Jameis, in what ways do you foresee this offense evolving now that it's not tailored to Drew Brees? Like, do you think Sean Payton kind of uses this opportunity as a way to not start over, but to, maybe kind of do something totally new this year with new quarterbacks?
I'm excited to discover that same thing with you. One thing I know about Coach Payton is he enjoys challenges and he enjoys new beginnings. And I think he's looking at this opportunity like kind of like how I view it is how, when he got a young quarterback from San Diego, right? Like when he got Drew from the Chargers and they exploded together. So I know that he has his arsenal is filled with a lot of things. Like when you see what he was able to do with Taysom last year, how he completely kind of changed our offense and we had like great success. Like it was incredible just watching a guy work like that. And that's why I say it was that room. It was that entire room creating something like to come out as a masterpiece. And that's what I really loved about Sean and Pete and Taysom and all the guys that was in that room, and DJ.
Next one's from Andrew Doak with WWL TV New Orleans.
Hey, Jameis, good to see you, man. Look, you're somebody who, just a couple of years ago led the NFL in passing. I mean, your upside as far as your talent is as high as any quarterback out there, but I know probably the 30 interceptions that season also frustrated you. So I wonder, there's times throughout Brees' career where he had a lot of interceptions and he was able to cut down near the back end. Do you feel like the way that Peyton's offense and what you've learned from him is going to provide you a way to be able to kind of limit some of those mistakes so that your upside is what shines through? And did you learn anything from Drew that you feel like can help you in that regard as well?
I touched on it briefly earlier, and some the one of the greatest things I learned from Drew is, Jameis, we are making decisions based on it being the right decision. We're not concerned about the result, right? Because over time, the right decision is going to get us where we want to be, and I bought into that, and I had a chance to not just hear it and go and do it. Like I had to hear it, go and do it, and then I had to see it. Right? We saw it over and over and over again from Drew, from Taysom. Like they're doing it over and over again. So when I'm from that, when that's my perspective, I'm like, okay, I want to do this over and over and over again. Like I don't want to be over here, right? I want to be over there with those guys, getting an opportunity to compete. So yeah, I loved it.
Next one's from Amy Just with The Advocate.
Yeah, we've talked about Drew a lot today, but you were on the field with him right next to him in the last moments of that final game, and you gave him a hug and you talked. I guess what did that moment mean to you? Being able to be with him in those moments, and if you want to talk about it, what did the two of you say to one another?
Well, that moment to me was like being able to have an entire season with Drew Brees was a dream of mine. Like, and for him to put his arm around me or, just give me any encouraging words after I saw the resilience, the passion, the way that he went and approached every single day. But that to even be a story, like I was touched by that because he doesn't even know how much he means to me and my family, for real. But I'm not gonna share what he shared with me. I don't even remember, but it touched me. Having a chance to play in the playoffs after like winning a playoff game, like getting a chance to throw a touchdown in the playoffs. Like I love football. That's all I've done my entire life. And someone that I look up to, that I admire, that I actually could touch was my teammate, and I had a chance to serve him. Like, man, I'm speechless to that. Like that really gets me emotional because I really love Drew Brees. Like, I don't think he understands. I know my wife do. I know my family do, but yeah, I don't understand the impact that him and a lot of other quarterbacks had on me as a quarterback growing up in Bessemer, Alabama. Y'all don't never understand, like a lot of people don't understand that human aspect to an athlete, but nah, man. Just know I love Drew Brees for real. Like I really do. And I was just happy that I was able to witness what he did, how he persevered last year. And it's still, like I said, that's why this day about Drew Brees, because it's surreal. I didn't even really want to talk with the media because I wanted to respect Drew's time. But thank you for, asking that question. That was the best question this whole time because no one's ever asked me that. So thank you.
Next one's from Amos Morale with WWL Radio.
Yeah, since the season ended, Sean Payton has made it no secret that, the coaching staff, the other players, everybody really enjoyed having you around, and they really liked what they saw from you. Just what was your kind of mindset? And you touched on this a little bit, but your mindset, as you went into work every day, and just how much it would mean to hear that from the head coach.
Man, you just want to go to work for that guy. Like Sean is a amazing guy, and I can't continue to harp on like it's that room, man. It's that entire organization. It's that atmosphere. Like it's contagious there, man. Like when you seeing these people go to work every day, and like I said, like when you seeing somebody that you admire go to work every day, like you just fall into that, and that's what you want. You become a part of that, and I felt like I did become a part of that. That's why I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for this opportunity, man.
Next one's from Luke Johnson with The Advocate.
Hey, James, just considering you're on a 1-year deal here and second one in a row, is this like an opportunity for you to prove what you can do in a place that you clearly think suits you? How are you kind of looking at this kind of 1 year here?
Like I look at every day. Every day is an opportunity to get better, to be the best quarterback that I can be. And that's how I'm approaching this opportunity. Because I know I'm a winner. I know I love to play some football. And I'm ready to lead this team and serve this team any way that I can. So we can win football games, man, and bring some excitement to this city. Like, cause I know people in this city got the same love and passion that I got. I know that. So I'm excited. That's why I hope we can get some fans. I hope we can get some normalcy back in that city, because I know that city gonna stand up, man. I'm ready.
All right, we've got time for one more from Nick Underhill with NOLA.com.
Yeah, I'm just curious, just being around Taysom last year, I know you guys are going to be in a competition or whatever, but just what do you think of him as a teammate and a friend, and just the stuff he's been able to accomplish as a football player?
Well, I admire Taysom as well. Just his ability to do literally everything. And the same thing, seeing him, how he works in that room, how the way he maneuvered, how he handled all of his responsibilities like a pro, and really handled all of his responsibilities, and getting a chance to grow with him and compete with him. I'm excited, because I know the type of teammate that I have, and I know the type of teammate that I'm going to be to him. All we're going to do is help elevate each other and to lead each other into great paths together. So I'm excited to be back with him and be his teammate and see where we can go together.
All right, I think that's it. Jameis, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry for getting emotional and my mic messing up, but I'm telling you, I look forward to meeting all of y'all face to face. I know this Zoom thing has been, kind of difficult, but hey, I'm praying for all of y'all. I'm excited to be back in that city. Look forward to getting in front of y'all. Thank y'all. Peace and blessings. All right.
Thank you, Jameis.
Thank you for everything.
Appreciate it.
J-Mac, hit me up, J-Mac.
You bet.
See ya.